guys, welcome back to 25 Days of Disney. I'm Amanda, and today we're actually talking about something that Disney missed the mark with. We have talked about how Disney has bought Fox, they have bought Marvel, they bought Muppets. There's so many things that they have bought and acquired, but there's some things that they do that isn't always a smart decision, in my opinion at least. Today we're going to be talking about their rocky relationship with Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli has many great films such as My Neighbor Totoro, Ponyo, Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, and so many more. They are some of my favorite films. I own almost all of them, a copy of almost all of them. And they are often referred to as Japan's Disney. You know, they're very comparable in that they tell, or that they are mostly they are all animated movies, and they do appeal to kids, most of them. This whole partnership between Ghibli and Disney started in 1996. Studio Ghibli's parent company, Takuma Shoten, had made a deal with Disney to allow it distribution rights outside of Japan and Asia. And at the time, they had their latest movie, Princess Mononoke. They allowed Disney theatrical rights to release that movie. Now, if you have seen Princess Mononoke, you would know it is not exactly on brand with Disney's other animated movies. It is dark, shows blood, shows violence, and it's also 2 hours long. Princess Mononoke is not being exactly on brand with Disney. Disney decided to release it under its Miramax label, which was at the time run by Harvey Weinstein. In Hollywood, Harvey Weinstein was known as Harvey's Scissorhands. He liked to cut things out of movies. Now, Studio Ghibli's producer, Toshio Suzuki, actually sent Harvey Weinstein a samurai sword with a note that simply said, "No cuts." So, the message was read loud and clear. No cuts were made to the theatrical release in the US, but it was a limited release. Disney had a large repertoire to choose from with Studio Ghibli's movies. Many of us know and love them, but Disney decided to only release a few of them. I have a list here. There was only 7 movies that Disney decided to release theatrically: Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Tales from the Earthsea, Ponyo, The Secret World of Arrietty, and The Wind Rises. All of them great films. There's just a whole list that they could have chosen from to do more. And that's where some of the missed opportunity is, because some of Studio Ghibli's movies do talk about difficult situations, do talk about war, do talk about illness. If anyone knows of The Grave of the Fireflies, it actually takes place in World War II after the bomb hits, the atomic bomb hits, and it is extremely sad. It is Studio Ghibli's saddest movies. I've only been able to watch it once. Now, if you didn't even know about films theatrically released by Studio Ghibli films theatrically released by Disney, it's because there wasn't a lot of marketing to them. But there was barely any commercials for any of those movies that were released, and they ended up not doing well in the box office because people didn't know that they were being released in theaters. Secret World of Arrietty was maybe one that I remember seeing commercials for. Studio Ghibli has a world of different movies. I think they just really didn't know how to market to a Western audience. In 2011, Disney actually sold the North American theatrical rights to Studio Ghibli films to a company called G-Kids, as they felt that they didn't need Ghibli anymore, which is weird. But they did re-release films to cinema. G-Kids took a better approach, in my opinion. That's where we started having Ghibli film festivals. if you've noticed on like Fathom Events. But then 2017, Ghibli took over full distribution of Studio Ghibli films. It makes me sad because they are some of my favorite films, but I feel like they could have had a lot of success over here. But overall, in conclusion, Disney could have just done a better job at marketing for these films. I think they were just uneducated because the films were critically acclaimed, but they didn't do well money-wise because they weren't marketed. Overall, Disney is not perfect, and it sucks, but they make mistakes too. So, thank you for joining us for more 25 Days at Disney. I hope you learned as much as I did today, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye!